Griggs Lawrence, top cannabis chef from Boulder, Colorado, right? Also one of the first cannabis chefs. There are very few chefs in this industry that have been in it as long as Robyn has. You know, and I respect Robyn a lot. She's an awesome chef, and I just wanted to give you props on camera.
Oh, thanks.
Before we go into making.
It's very mutual.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's really about, you know, now, how do you viewers actually make something that you feel comfortable making? You know, one of the biggest issues with cooking with cannabis is people are afraid.
Right.
Right? So the Cannabis Cooking Channel and this show, the 420 Gourmet, makes cooking with cannabis simple and easy. And there's nothing more simple than making poke. So, and if you know about poke, but poke is a Hawaiian dish that has influences from Japan and China and America. And we're going to make some pretty fun things today. So Robyn is going to make a
vegan poke bowl because I'm from Colorado where we don't have access to great fish and seafood, and also because I live in Boulder and I have an awful lot of friends who are vegans and also who are gluten-free. So a lot of the things that I make are takes on traditional meat or fish-based dishes that people can eat anyway.
And I'm going to show you how to make traditional poke, but we're going to serve it a little different than what you're used to. So I'm going to serve mine in a mini pineapple. How cute is this little guy here? Pretty awesome, huh? And what are you going to serve yours in?
I'm going to serve mine in an avocado.
Yes, now let's get started. So what we're going to do is, basically it's all about assembly. But before we get started, let's get one of the secret ingredients. I love, for my poke, to put some cannabis leaf in here. So we're just going to snip this off here. Would you like one as well?
I would love one.
Would you like it in your poke and as well as on your poke, or just on your poke as a garnish?
I think I'll just put it on my poke as a garnish
Okay,
today.
so let's get you a nice little garnish leaf here.
You know, I think a lot of people don't know that they can eat these leaves.
Yes,
too.
and that's why we're actually going to put the leaf in to my poke because the leaves are very healthy.
So nutritious. And they also don't know that it won't get you high.
Exactly.
Right? It's raw.
I mean, you literally...
We could eat these all day.
It's really delicious. Now I got to eat another leaf. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
All right, so Robyn's going to make hers. I'm going to make mine. We'll go through the ingredients. So I have here some sushi grade tuna, salmon, some spicy tuna. I have seaweed salad, pineapple, scallions are a must, masago eggs, right? And then we've got some garnishes on the side. That's seaweed and sesame seeds, black sesames and white sesames. And what do you have going on?
I kept it pretty simple. You know, to me, really the beauty of this is the coolness of these vegetables with the warm rice. And that's really, you know, and then the dressing really pulls it all together. So I have just, you know, little carrots, and you can spiralize these if you want to be kind of fancy. I also have edamame and chopped cucumber and also some chopped avocado. And I am going to assemble those with the rice and this, and then I'm probably going to steal a few of your toppings there to finish it off.
This is a convenient thing.
I love
We're going to share the rice.
Excellent.
We're sharing the cannabis. All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so let's cut this baby down the middle here. And now we're going to just take a little knife here. Go around just like that. Take a spoon here. Just scoop out the inside. There you go.
Awesome. That's a big bite for me.
That's a big hunk. Just have a little bite. Oh, she did the whole thing. All right. So now we have that scooped out. That's amazing. All right, now we're going to do this one now. And, I think I might eat this myself. You all right?
I recommend it.
And now we're going to start assembling our poke. So poke is really all about layering. And you're going to layer your fish over your rice, and then you're going to have your toppings, and then you're going to finish it with the sauce. You put a little bit of rice on the bottom of each one right here. I'm always going to start with my cannabis on the bottom because it's like a green, right? So instead of using like mixed greens or spring mix, whatever, cannabis leaves. We're going to just put some leaves there. I mean, I like when they stick on the outside, so it's kind of like everyone knows that there's cannabis in there.
That's what it is.
Right,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Always a good idea to make sure people are aware.
Exactly, and it's a really great way to show like, oh wow, there is something really cool in here. And I'll always leave myself a little something extra.
Very nice.
Right? So we've got a little tuna. And a little salmon.
Beautiful.
Give them a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
Some spicy tuna. A couple edamames in there. Right. That's
The greatest thing about this is that it can be made to order so easily too.
So
right?
easily, yeah.
You don't eat soybeans, you don't have to have them.
Exactly.
Right?
So now we're going to put some seaweed salad on, which I love.
Beautiful.
Seaweed salad. Love that sesame
I do
taste
too.
in them. So we got some seaweed salad. We're going to put up a recipe for how to make infused seaweed salad as well on the channel.
Which is great because again, another layer of infusing for people who want it a little stronger.
Absolutely.
Nice.
You notice being very meticulous about what I'm doing here. Only because it's all about presentation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the food's going to taste great, but you want it to look really great too. And we've got some cucumber here. How beautiful that is. The scallions are some of the most important things of poke. Poke really is all about the scallions. Let's put a lot of the scallions over there. Now, I happen to like some cilantro, right?
I'm a cilantro lover as well.
All right.
To some people, it tastes like soap.
Exactly. I was just
Yes.
going to, absolutely, you know. But we'll
And
put
that's a real thing.
yeah, and we'll just put a little on this one. Put a little bit of masago on it. So a little bit of the fish eggs. And we'll put some sesame seed seaweed mix with some sea salt in it as well. So we'll sprinkle that on. But this is just how pretty it looks. And now we're ready for the sauce. Now let's make yours.
Okay. So we can take a couple of edamame. All right, so a couple of cucumbers. You know, what I love about dishes like this is that you don't have to worry about making it perfect, and you don't have to worry that, oh my gosh, I don't have that ingredient. And, you know, you can really just, you know, whatever you have in the fridge at the time. And usually this is the stuff that you get to put on by yourself. So
And we're
you
going
get
to
to
bring you the
decide how
sesame
many
seeds that you like. and
Sesame seeds are beautiful.
We're also going to do the cilantro for you.
Perfect. And then we're going to top it off, give it a little color with the carrots, right? And it really is. If you have a spiralizer on your KitchenAid or in your Cuisinart,
beautiful.
oh, it's so
Yeah.
fun, and it
Yeah.
just gives it that little festive touch, which is really nice. But again, you don't have to, and that's what's great, right?
Right,
It's
yep.
going to taste the same. So that's ready for our secret
For our
sauce.
secret sauce.
Yep.
What's so important about this sauce and the way we're going to make it is that you really have to know before you make the sauce how potent the sauce is going to be based on how much sauce you're going to use. So Robyn and I have already discussed that we want to use 1 tablespoon per poke, and that each tablespoon is going to be 2.5 milligrams of THC. So we know that my entire dish here, 2 of these is only 5 milligrams, and the same thing for Robyn, right? Instead of using your infused sesame oil,
Right.
what I like to do is I like to use my free leaf tasteless oil. So this is oil that I made using my process of
Okay,
deep cleaning
great.
cannabis and pre-decarbing
Fantastic.
it and infusing it into oil. Now this is 10 milligrams per tablespoon, and that's all we really need. 5 milligrams for you and 5 milligrams for me, right? So since we're
Sounds like a
serving,
party.
right, and now since we're serving 4 of these, we have to make sure that the dressing we make is the exact amount so that then each one of our pokies has 2.5 milligrams. So for a total, this is going to actually be 9 ounces. It's not going to be 8 ounces, although you think it should be, but the reason it's going to be 9 ounces is because you're always going to have something stuck to the inside of the measuring cup or the inside of the spoon. So we want to make sure that everybody actually gets, you know, a real accurate, you know, dosage. Or serving. There we go. All right, so here we go. There's 1 tablespoon of
That's the infused
olive oil. Do 1 tablespoon sesame oil. Okay.
Alrighty.
Now, what I like to do is 1 tablespoon of sweet rice bran.
That's great. I
syrup.
use maple syrup, but that is a perfect
Right, and you
substitute
can
or
use
alternative.
right. So you can use
anything.
maple
Yeah,
syrup,
you can use,
right?
and you can use
honey,
but then it's not vegan.
right? Or you can use rice
Nice.
bran syrup. So we're going
And
to try
all
that.
of it just kind of gives it that sweetness. It's
It's really got a sweetness without flavor.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, if you use maple syrup, you don't really taste
You
the maple
don't.
in it
You really
because
don't.
the
And,
sesame
once
really
you put
overpowers
once
it.
you put the tamari into anything, I feel like that's going to be a
Right, so this is
the
going to be 1
overpowering
tablespoon
flavor.
of
Nice.
sweetener here. All right, ooh, that looks so
Ooh,
good.
it does.
Yum, 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 yum. Okay, here we go. Okay.
All right. So I like to use gluten-free tamari as opposed to soy
Delicious.
sauce. To me, they, you know, it's you don't lose that much in flavor.
Okay, and how much you put in?
All
About
of
2?
my gluten friends, I put in about 2.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can open that up
Let's
for me
do
because
2. You
I
bet.
got like this
Okay,
sweet
ready?
rice on my fingers here.
All right.
Just hold it up a little higher.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and
Two of
then
those,
our last.
and so
No,
some
that's
rice
the-
wine
but we're
vinegar.
good.
So I usually like to do about 4 of this. So
Okay.
2, 3. So really just you need to know 4 parts
Excellent.
of this, 2 parts of the tamari, 1 part oil.
So we're going to use this bell jar. So everybody who loves cannabis has bell jars.
Has a collection
So
of
we
those.
really we have so many of these. They're used
I know.
for so many great
well,
things.
they're so great, and I use them instead of Tupperware too.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
work for everything. So
Okay,
yeah,
so let's do
fantastic.
this. So we're going to pour this into the, there you go.
Alrighty, so that's our garlic.
That's the garlic.
And here comes the ginger.
All right. Just mix that up. And we're going to pour this into that little
do
jar
this
so we can really shake it up. All right, so why don't you do that?
Jeff, I think we both have a new sauce.
Yes,
All
and
right.
so do all of you out there. This is the Jet the 420 Chef and Robyn Griggs Lawrence special infused poke sauce.
Okay.
All right, now let's pour it in the measuring cup and let's make sure that we are measured out right here. Oh my, look at that perfection. There you go. So what does that say? That is half a cup. Half a cup is 8 tablespoons. So now we know that for each one of these, we're actually going to put 2 tablespoons in. All right? In order to dose it to be 2.5 milligrams each. All right?
Which is a great way to start a party.
So why don't you go first?
Okay.
So here's your tablespoon.
All right,
In the meantime,
thank
I'm
you.
going to get you another leaf for a garnish.
Fantastic. All right. So this is probably the trickiest part of the whole deal. It's just making sure that you get this, nice and evenly in, so that it's really, dressing. This is what makes it the
This garnish
poke.
here.
Perfect. So I put 2 tablespoons in there, and then it kind of soaks into the rice and the vegetables and everything. And
Yeah, you're good.
one
Perfect.
more. There we go. Yeah.
Now it's my turn. Cannot wait
I can't either.
to try with this, to see what this tastes like. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So let's put that on there so it can soak in a little bit, and then we'll put another one on top.
Right.
I like to get all the fish and everything all done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a little bit of sauce left over.
That's never a bad thing.
Right, and by the way, so now we know that each one of them is probably about 2 milligrams, not 2.5 milligrams,
Right.
just based on what's left in the measuring cup. So now, the next thing I'm going to do is let's do one more thing here. Let's put a pinch of this.
Oh,
You want a
perfect.
pinch of this on
I
top
do,
of yours?
absolutely. Thank you.
All right, and I'll put a pinch of this again on mine. Let me help you out. You want a little more?
Yeah, I know, I'm good.
There
I
you
got
go.
too much to do.
All right, good. And now let's just top them with the
The cannabis leaves.
With the leaves?
Beautiful.
So there you have it, vegan infused poke and pesca infused.
Something for everyone.
We're super excited. Thank you once again for joining us. Till next time, this is Jet the 420 Chef and Robyn Griggs Lawrence saying peace out and serve responsibly. Take care.